Well, it is end of May 2012. I finally upgraded my cellular phone, my mobile phone, from the one on the left, which is Optimus V from Virgin Mobile, to a T-Mobile prepaid plan. Is the Exhibit 2 4G. Now, I got this phone at Walmart for $199.99. I can get it from Walmart for cheaper price online, Walmart.com, for $188. However, just to let everyone know, Walmart's new policy, or old policy if you want to call it, concerning cell phones are prepaid at least, is 15 days. So I would rather pick it up, play with it. If there's any problem, I want to make sure I have time to return it. And so far, I just got it today, and I'm somewhat happy for the $200 I pay. Consider it's a no contract phone, so I can get rid of it anytime. Selling eBay, probably fetch $100, $110. As you can see from the both screens, they are similarly in brightness. The Exhibit 2 is a little bit screen larger, 3.7 inches versus a 3.2, and it really helps. The screen is similarly responsive, which means that they are both not very responsive. What do you expect from low-end Android phones? But what I like about this 4G phone is, in fact, you can subscribe yourself to the $30 T-Mobile prepaid plan, which gives you unlimited text, unlimited data for the first 5G gigabyte of data and 4G speeds. Now, when I'm outside, I did a test, and 4G speed, it goes up to 2 Mbps download and about 1 Mbps upload, which is a lot faster than this Virgin Mobile 3G phone, which operates on the Sprint network, which I usually gets about half a meg download and maybe 256 upload. Now, one thing I do have to say is, even though this is a 600 and this is a 1 gig processor, I really don't see a lot of speed difference, because let's say if I'm loading up an email account, and here, the Exhibit will actually have a noticeable lag, similar to the Optimus V. So I'm not sure it's because my home network speed is low, or my wireless network signal is not very strong enough on the second floor. But I just noticed that every time you use the phones, there's a noticeable lag. So for example, if I hit Skype, as you can see, there's about a second delay between hit it and then going to the service. That's on the Exhibit. Now if I go on the Optimus V, let's find it. I can launch it. You can wait for it, and it's similar. There's a lag, about a second or so. So both phones are not as responsive as you would get on some newer 4G phones when you buy with a 2-year contract. And as I said earlier, one of the big selling points for this phone, for me at least, is I'm cheap. I want to pay the least possible amount per month. Therefore, as you can see, I'm going to current activities, is loading my account data. And it says right there, if you can see it clearly, I'm on the $30 a month unlimited web and unlimited text. Right now, after 1 day of use, I'm roughly using 37 megabytes used. Mostly download apps backed up from my Google account, some purchase applications. Another point I like about this phone is I have a lot more memory to install apps right on the system without having to move it to the SD card like I have to do in the Optimus V, which I have to do for almost every app. And still, as you well known by the community, that there's very little left. Right now I have only 32.5 megabytes left, while here in the Exhibit I have downloaded pretty much all the apps I'm using, and it still has 838 megabytes available, and I have not moved any apps to the SD card. In fact, I don't even have an SD card in there yet. I have to move it from this phone, my Optimus V, to the exhibit. One side have decided and finalized that I have keep the phone. So in theory, also the phone has two cameras, as you can see, a front camera and a back camera, so you can do video chat. But unfortunately, the resolution is not very good, and the connection speed, even though on a Wi-Fi network, isn't great. So I really don't have any confidence of using video chat on a 4G network. At least on a 4G network in this area, because every time I try to connect, the phone freezes. You know, it will say I'm signing out, I'm signing in. It's just not worth the hassle. But let's take a look at Skype next to see if it's any better. So on Skype, the video calling quality is a little bit better, but you still have the issue of the Skype client on the phone not picking up the video at once, so you have to hit video and then choose which camera, and then your picture, as you can see from the back, will be upside down. Now, I haven't really figured out a way how to flip it on Skype, but overall the quality is a lot better than Yahoo Messenger. So I think the issue with Yahoo Messenger is because of software issue. Now, taking into consideration I am on Wi-Fi and in the same network, so it might make a difference. I would still not, unless it's absolutely necessary, try to do video chatting while on 4G network, especially if you're thinking about driving down the road, put this up like a GPS unit, and then have a call coming in. I just don't think that's a good idea, both technological-wise or safety-wise. Finally, the phone comes with tons and tons and tons of advertisement bloatware. As you can see, Lookout Antivirus, Highlight, Cars Air, in addition to all the useful Google apps. Now I'm going to root this phone hopefully tonight, and then start installing some applications, especially those that's running in the background, to speed up this phone a little bit, because as you can see, everything I click, there's a noticeable delay. Now finally, I just want to go over wireless hotspots. As you can see, there's a hotspot available here. If I turn it on, the mobile data disconnects, and it will tell you a message that says data inaccessible while tethering. So you click OK, and I have set this up before already. The hotspot is on. However, once you try to connect on any network, it will take you to a T-Mobile login screen, because under T-Mobile you need to pay $15 a month extra to use the hotspot functionality. I'm sure there is an app that I can use after I root this phone tonight that will give me this capability for free. But as of right now, just open it. No such ability right now. So finally, I just want to say I do somewhat like this phone. For $200, I will probably keep it, as long as T-Mobile have that $30 plan. If I want to make outgoing calls, I'm probably going to use Skype, since I have Skype credit and I pay $2.99 a month for unlimited USA calls. So every time if I see somebody do an incoming call, for example, I would just ignore them and then see who it is, and then use Skype to call them back, because under this plan I only get 100 minutes, which can fly. So unless it's somebody calling me to offer me an awesome job at some university, I'm not picking up the phone. Okay, so another function that I liked about this phone is you can enable Wi-Fi calling. So therefore you use your Wi-Fi network at home to make phone calls for clarity, because T-Mobile, right? You can't always trust their reception, especially in the road. However, I have been running into some problems when I make phone calls, and that's with the value of the phone call. So let's say if I'm calling myself. Alright, so let's say I try to call myself. Phone call logs. Say I'm calling. The phone call should go through. There's going to be a little green mark. Okay, so you hear the other phone is ringing. You're going to pick up the phone. So it's supposed to be on call. Now the problem I faced. There's one problem though, as I was just finishing telling you about the Wi-Fi call. I turned off the Wi-Fi signal. It took about a minute for the 4G data to picked up by the phone. So let's see, what is my 4G network speed? I just installed that speed test application. As you can see, when I was in California, the top speed was 4. Okay, so this phone, the browser should support Flash, so you can play Flash videos. So I send myself a link through text message. That should take me to one of the video sites that I frequent often. So let's see if I can get there. So as you can see, this is just a video based on Flash, a typical Flash site, Chinese history site. So let's see, I've just click on one video and see if it plays. It's on the 4G network. Error message. Let's try this again. Okay, the web page loads. Let me try to start playing a video. Okay, the video page shows up. Here's the screen. The page is still loading. So the connection speed right now is probably slower than my DSL at home. Okay, the player is now loaded. It says loading in the middle screen. Okay, I can see it start playing. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. The video plays, but as you notice in the video, there are some lags, so the audio and the video don't always sync correctly. So I can see there's going to be a problem if I keep playing, let's say, for half an hour and finish the documentary. So if I want to watch a video on the road, that might not work out. But if I just want to listen to the lecture, because these are lectures, plug into the audio, listen to the car while driving, it might be workable. So I bought this phone at Walmart to replace my old trustworthy Optimus V from Virgin Mobile. The one reason is if I want to upgrade the Virgin Mobile to a new phone, you have to go with the $35 plan, which don't give me any more minutes. I'm grandfathered to a $25 plan, 300 minutes, plus unlimited data and text, while the T-Mobile, the plan I chose was $30 a minute. $30 a month and 100 minutes plus unlimited data, first 5G and 4G speeds, and unlimited text as well. But the 100 minutes, it's really not enough. So they charge about 10 cents a minute. You're going over that, just similar to the Virgin Mobile. The next up is $50 a month. where you get, I think, unlimited talking time, unlimited text, and unlimited web. If that's the case, why wouldn't I just stay with my Virgin Mobile, $45 a month? That way I get 1,200 talk time, and I don't need to change a company and go with T-Mobile again, which the reception is not particularly great here at Denver, Lakewood area. Let's just take a look. What is actually the connection's 4G speed? Alright, let's do a quick test. So it's about 1.7 Mbps download and 1.3 Mbps upload. So it's about DSL speed. But when you're realistically using the, let's say, the online web, it's not that fast. Just an appendix to what I was talking about. With the Wi-Fi calling, it does use your planned minutes. So just because you're on Wi-Fi using your own network does not mean it does not count towards you 100, 300, 500 minutes per month. But I do, again, get unlimited messages, and even though you get unlimited data, it still tells you how much data I have used on the 3G network, which right now, after about 2 weeks, is about 377 megabytes of used data. That's not too bad. I haven't watched any Netflix or streamed too many videos on the phone yet. We'll do that in the next couple weeks.